dude, it's been forever. So I'm curious if anybody in the Fat Pack knows about minting NFTs. So some of you may or may not know, but I founded a nonprofit organization, and boom. Okay, well, I can't adjust the camera. So anyway, I'm learning how to mint NFTs for the nonprofit, and I kind of run into like a roadblock where I don't want to mint out of my personal wallet. McGriddle, what's up? I know. That's why I figured I would do this. And I got my walkie-talkie uniform on. Hey, JB, how's it going? And yo, it's been forever, right? So I've been working on my nonprofit, and one of the things that is happening right now is there's a crypto matching fund. So basically, for every dollar given to our organization with cryptocurrency, we'll get $1. So $10 becomes 20, and etc., which is awesome. So I was like, okay, I want to mint some thank you NFTs for the people that donate to us, because we can, and that's cool. But I have no idea what I'm doing, as you guys know, because I don't even know how to get into my Discord server. So I suck at technology. But I wanted to set up a wallet and mint thank you NFTs, not from my personal wallet, but from a different one. But I've kind of run into a roadblock, so I'm just putting it out there on social media to see if anybody has had any experience minting and could kind of walk me through how to do that. So that's what I'm working on today, is setting up. I've got a separate wallet set up, but when I go to log into my OpenSea, it automatically logs me into my personal wallet. And I'm like, no, I don't want the personal wallet. I want my I want the specifically designated wallet for minting the NFTs for our cannabis, the organization. So I'm just like, how do I even Google that? I don't even know. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. In other news, it's finally getting warm here. For the people that aren't in Michigan, it was like 60 yesterday. So I've been taking the bike out, and I think once it gets a little bit warmer, I will. Yeah, that's the next step. I put that out. The people that are in my LinkedIn community, which I'm on LinkedIn pretty much all the time. The people in the LinkedIn community are really good at like helping me with this type of stuff. I would say it's technical stuff, but it's definitely not. It's like kindergarten level stuff. But yeah, so it's getting warmer out, and that means it's time to bust the motorcycle out and go and do fun stuff. So I think I'll probably wait until it gets warmer. It's still pretty cold at night, and there's a bunch of grit and grime and salt and everything on the road, which is not good for bikes. Not really that safe. But I think in like end of April, beginning of May, I'm gonna go for a longer run. Probably just like a quick 4-day. But yeah. And then I've got my bus that I'll probably start doing videos of me taking the transmission and engine out of that. So that'll be coming up. Again, that'll be in the spring. I'm not going to go out there right now because it's cold and muddy and sucks. So I'll have that coming up. But yeah. Yeah, yeah, honestly, McGriddle, I cannot keep that bike clean because I ride it so much that it's filthy. It's so filthy. It's filthy right now. And I'll go wash it, and then typically whenever I wash my bike, it rains. Just like, oh shit, why do I even bother? But yeah, I just ride the piss out of it. It's so fun. I've ridden a few times this winter, Um, but you know, it's freezing. It's just freezing. So I didn't really mess with it too much. But yeah. Oh yeah, Tokyo. I was in the channel. I was down there last summer. Chorizo, how's it going? Uh, Tokyo. I was down there last summer through the Ozarks and through Missouri, and yeah, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful there. It was. Um, I'm gonna start doing my riding probably in the fall, like my long distance stuff in the fall. What I found was when I left Michigan this summer, I was gone for 5 weeks. I was on the road for 5 weeks, which was great. But JB, I'm not ignoring you. um, Later, McGriddle. Um, so yeah, it was just too much of. Yeah, it was. The Michigan summers are so good. If you've never been in Michigan in the summer, then that's the time to visit. Don't come during the 4th of July because it's just a shit show. But anytime in the summer, especially as you get later into June through August, it's just perfect. And the video's there. The video's there. And I went swimming in some reservoir, but it was honestly, it was the wrong time to go to Missouri because it was so humid that it was like, it was just basically like walking around in soup all day. Like, I'm a big sweaty animal anyway, so um, uh, but I don't want to give up my Michigan summers because they're too short and they're too good. So I'll go on a couple runs to get my iron butt and mile eater patch and saddle sore, which are just endurance motorcycle tests, which is what I'm into. I'm into long distance riding, and then I'll just hang around the Midwest for the summer in Michigan because I love, I go swimming pretty much every day in the summer, and then in the fall I'll take off and go on my thank you tour, which is just basically where I go and I meet with all the donors to our cannabis, the nonprofit, and I just have a coffee, have lunch, and just get to know them and thank them and just show the appreciation from me as the co-founder and chairman of the organization for their generosity and support. So I'll do that in the fall, which is why I'll be making some videos of me wrenching on my bus. And I know how to fix cars, I do, but when I was growing up, the cars that I had were just huge pieces of shit. And yeah, oh yeah, totally, totally, for sure, Tokyo. The cars that I had were huge pieces of shit, and so they'd always break down, and I'd be laying on the ground somewhere. Like one time, I had this Ford Bronco, this Bronco 2, and I was driving down the road, and I hear this, and then, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" So I pull over. My gas tank is on the ground and was getting drugged down the road. I was like, "Fuck, what do I do?" I can't move the car because gas tank's hanging on the ground. So I got underneath it, and the tank was pretty much empty, and the fuel gauge didn't work, so I've run out of fuel all the time. I hated that fucking thing. So I got underneath it, and I got one of those, when you have shitty cars, you keep weird stuff in your car. So I had a clothes hanger, metal clothes hanger, and I got underneath it, and I wired clothes hangered it up. Which is, I don't know if that's technically wrenching on cars, but I feel like the mechanics of the world understand that and can appreciate that ghetto fix. But I haven't worked on cars in years because every time I had to fix a car, it was because it was a piece of shit and it broke down, and I'd be pissed because I wouldn't have the right tools, and it would be my mode of transportation, and I'd typically be stranded somewhere, so I'd be like under there like cussing and shit with wrong tools, punching like, how when you go to wrench on something and the thing slips off and you're not punching some metal thing, you're like, oh fuck. Yeah, so I haven't worked on cars for leisure in fucking years. I'm like, no, it's not fun to me. But everybody who has a Volkswagen bus, they know how to fix them, and they're really easy to work on. I got this big giant manual; it's literally that big, and so I'm just gonna do that. It'll be a good hobby. It'll be something to do, and then I know you guys like watching me do weird shit like cat piss poop mop, which I'm not doing again. So I figured it'd be a cool thing to do is make content and then kind of reconnect with everybody because I didn't really make anything except for when it's motorcycle time. So I got that going on. But honestly, I've been busy with the organization and my energies have been focused on that, which is great. I mean, I'm having a riot, but yeah, I mean, you guys were there when I was cat piss poop mopping and everything, and I kind of neglected the community. So I just want to drop a live and say what's up and say I'm doing well and things are just cranking along, learning new things, which is fun. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing as far as with the NFTs and things like that, but I'm learning it and it's fun. But as the season starts to change, I'll start making more content, and it'll be focused on getting the bus up and running, and then I'll take it down to Florida. My buddy down in Florida, he can like fix anything. His job is fixing X-ray machines and dialysis machines in hospitals. So, like, he's awesome at fixing stuff, and he also won a state championship for woodworking. He made this big, huge grandfather clock and did that in high school. So he was like, hey, bring it down and we'll spend like a week or two and we'll completely redo the interior. So I'm going to get it running and go from there. I'm going to have to source a new transmission. That transmission is toast. The inner bearings are gone and it's got a dead piston. So, I'm thinking about converting it. It's a manual. I'm thinking about converting it to an automatic, just because it's a bitch as a daily driver. And to be honest with you, like, I enjoy the driving experience of a manual. It's fun, but it's a fucking bus. Like, there's no performance driving experience with a bus. Like, it's just like putting along, like. So I think I'll probably convert it to an automatic, which means I'll have to change the axle, change the exhaust. I have to replace the engine, replace the transmission. So I have to replace the drivetrain anyway, so I might as well. But yeah, that's what I got going on. And hopefully you guys are well. And as the season changes, then I'll start to make some content around that. Yeah. I guess I could show it to you. Yeah, I'll show you the bus. We'll go for a little walk. Okay. This is my house. It's under construction, as you can see. I tore all the walls out and made this big, huge, giant loft up there. Yeah, walkie-talkie. See, you know. So, okay. This is my bus. I called it Z. Yeah, I know. And I have the actual walkie-talkie shirt on. Like, okay. So, this is my bus. I've had it since 2013, and I've driven all across the country in it. This thing is so fun. Everything mechanically on it is brand new, except for the engine and transmission. So I gutted the interior already. So I'll show you that. And I have a pinball machine in here ready to go. Those are the rims. These rims came with it. These are actually fucking sick. They're sick rims on the bus. Like, those rims, they're sick. So I gutted the interior to get ready to change it out and build in some cubby spaces and build in some custom stuff. I'm gonna change the seats out, put more comfortable seats in. But yeah, so the engine is back here and should be pretty easy to work on. So what I'll do is air up the tires and I'll move it. I'll find a level spot in my driveway, which good fucking luck with that. But I'll find a level spot and get to wrenching. There's some surface rust that's going on, which I'll just tear that out and Bondo it. But I want to get it repainted with oh, what's that stuff? Yeah, actually they have foldable solar panels. So this is actually going to become my mobile office, which was the intention years ago. But now that we've had a cultural shift, I can actually work remotely out of this. But the funny thing is that my motorcycle, I'll probably have to put a bigger end. I could put a Porsche engine in this. I could put another Volkswagen. I could put a Subaru in this. There's a ton of different engine configurations that'll bolt right into this vehicle. It's a 83 Volkswagen Vanagon. Oh yeah. It's gonna be our Cannabus. Get it? But oh man, wait till you see the sunroof. The sunroof is huge. The sunroof is as long as the doors. Look how big this fucker is. It's huge. Okay. My surf gear is in here. All right, watch this thing. Look at that. Huge, right? Yeah. Super awesome. This bed got a bunch of, I don't know what that is. What's been happening in my bus? Anyway, this is a bed. And it may not look it, but this is like the most comfortable bed in the world. And then this folds up to a seat. I can put another old project, Gary. Old one that I gotta get to because I want to have fun. There's another second row of seating that I could put in here if I wanted to. But this is one of the most comfortable beds ever. So yeah. So I don't put the I already did. I already updated the seal. That was done last year. This bus doesn't look like it, but every mechanical part other than the engine and transmission are brand new. Everything. So it's in very good order, except for, you know, the engine and transmission. So this scooter right here with all the wetsuits on it is called Riley the Reliable. And that scooter actually fits perfectly sideways in the bus. So what I do is I take the scooter and I put it right here. It fits perfect. And I use it as a skiff. I'll park it somewhere and then I'll jump on the scooter and cruise around. Yeah, I'm gonna repaint it. Same colors, but repaint it. I want to get that stuff. What's it called? The spray-on bed liner. They make it where it used to be textured, but they make it where it's not textured anymore. And I want to spray this with that, because this is a unibody, and if the body rusts, then you're super fucked. So I want to do that. But yeah, guys, I'm Line-X. Thank you, JB. Line-X. So what I'll do is wait till because it's gonna rain here for the next month or so. So I'll wait until we get through the spring, and then I'll block this thing up and start doing videos of me fixing this sucker up. And then we'll have Z, my bus. I don't know why I call it Z, but it's called Z. And then we'll have motorcycles and the bus, and go have some fun. But all right, guys, so I just want to check in, say what's up, and I'm gonna go figure out this NFT minting thing and get on with my day. So thanks for hanging out, thanks for checking in. It's nice to see all you guys again. Z-Bus, you got it. Gary, you got it. And I'll do this again. Maybe we'll do a walkie-talkie. I mean, I got the walkie-talkie uniform on, right? And I probably need to, because fat bitch. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.